Let's give the left-hand Riemann sum of the function x cubed over the interval -2 to 1. Let's draw that picture first. So from -2 to 1, let's say that there's the y-axis. There we go. That's the y-axis. That's x. There's -2, there's -1, 0 at the origin, and 1. And we're looking at x cubed. It has that general shape. And we want the Riemann sum using 3 rectangles. So how big do I need to make each rectangle? 1 minus a -2, 3 rectangles. So 1 minus a -2, that's 1 plus 2, that's 3. Oh, 3 over 3 gives me a 1. So each rectangle is going to be a width of 1. Now that first rectangle, oops, hold on. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Okay, so the first rectangle is going to go from -2 to 1. The next rectangle will go from 0 to 1. And the next rectangle will go from, -1 to 0. And then our third rectangle will be over the interval 0 to 1. Now, does it say left hand or right hand? Give the left hand Riemann sum. So starting on the left-hand side, this rectangle right there is going to have negative height. Right? Because what's the function value on the left-hand side of that interval? It's negative. Right, so the height right there is whatever our function is at -2. Our next rectangle, rectangle 2, is also going to have negative height. But I stop at 0. Right, the height right there is given to me by the function value at -1. And then our third rectangle has a 0 height, because the height right there is the function value at 0, and we'll see that that's going to give us a 0. Let's find all these heights first. So f at -2, if you plug -2 in there, you get -2 cubed, that's -8. F at -1, if you plug -1 and you cube it, you get a -1. And f at 0, if you cube 0, you get a 0. So the area underneath f of x, as x travels from -2 to 1, is approximately equal to the sum of the areas of these rectangles. So our first rectangle has a base of 1 and a height of -8. Our next rectangle has a base of 1 and a height of -1. And our last rectangle, 0 height. So just to keep with the pattern, it has a base of 1, but the height is 0. All right, so the algebra, we get -8 minus a 1. That gives me -9. So we get negative area because the area is underneath the x-axis.